Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are in a powerful new start to a powerful month. March is a doozy. We got a lot going on this month. We are officially in eclipse season now. 2 major eclipses happening this month, mid-month and then at the end of the month. Watch my YouTube channel and my podcast for videos highlighting those energies and what to expect. Those will be coming out soon, or at least the one for the first eclipse that we have coming the 13th and 14th of March, I believe it is. That'll be coming hopefully this week, if I can get that out to you. And then we got one coming at the end of the month. Big energies, we're already feeling it. So, and then I just put out a video on the Venus retrograde that started on March 1st. It's Venus moving first initially into the sign of Aries. Very, very, very significant. Very significant. It's going to be in retrograde for about a month into April. It will change signs. It's not going to stay in Aries the whole time, but I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that in this forecast. I have a whole forecast. I think it's an hour long on my podcast and my YouTube channel. So check that out if you haven't. Big energies, big start to a new storyline. A lot going on. This week, again, being the start of all this fun stuff and very powerful stuff, lots of transformation, lots of changes. The week of March 3rd is packing a big punch. We are going to be working with the vibration of the 10-1. And so the 10-1 is such a beautiful energy. It's truly, truly, truly the initiation, or signifies the beginning of a new cycle, a new start in our lives in some area or in many areas. And what's so beautiful about this is that it brings it back to self. It brings back the fire, it brings back the confidence and the motivation and the ambition to pick up the reins within our own lives and to take responsibility for the direction of our own lives, to decide what it is that we truly want, and then to start making decisions that will help us to create that experience that we want. And it really is this fire type of energy. It actually reminds me a lot of Aries energy. And it, again, ignites the fire from within. It brings it back to self. And so it really pushes us, or tries to push us, out of this sort of victim mentality of the world is happening to me. Life is happening to me. And there's nothing I can do. I'm just the victim. And there's certainly things that we are the victim of in life, of course, right? There's a lot. But it's up to us, and this sounds so trite, I know, but it's true. It's up to us what we choose to do with that experience. We can either use it as a crutch, we can use it as to stay in the poor me, victim mentality, victim role, or we can take that experience and extract the wisdom from that experience and build something better, create something better for ourselves, and not give our power away for another person to sort of dictate or create the life for us, right? It is such a powerful energy. And this is why people who have strong 1 energy in their charts often end up in some kind of leadership role. And that can look different within our lives, however it shows up in our chart and through the decisions that we make. But 1 energy, again, people with strong 1 placements usually have to go through a lot of challenging experiences that could easily throw them into victim mentality and keep them there if they choose to stay there. But a lot of times with the 1 energy, it's that fire is constantly reignited to remind us of our power, to remind us of, again, that sense of who we truly are, what we came here to do, to remember to come back to ourselves and to remember our value, our worth, and to decide what it is that we want. And to remember that we have the power to create that in our own experience. So very, very, very powerful energy here. So we have this one energy, again, that's like an initiation, that reminder the reminder that at any point in time on our journey, we can start again. Every moment in our life is an opportunity for a new beginning. If you think about it, it's true. Because we always have choices. We always have decisions to make. In just about every nanosecond of life, there is a decision to be made. And that decision dictates our experience, our personal experience, and how we show up in the world and how we contribute. And every single moment, no matter what the past has been about, no matter the choices we've made in the past, no matter the actions we've taken in the past, every single moment in time is an opportunity for a new beginning, for a detour, for a fresh start, for looking in a different direction, for taking different action. What often trips us up is the ego of, oh my gosh, I've invested so much time in this. I've put in so much effort. I've built my life around this, blah, blah, blah. And so we end up getting stuck in the past, and we forget the power that we have in the present to create the future that we want to have, to create the experience that we want to have, not just in the future, but right now. And the one energy, when it comes in a cycle, and we have a lot of one energy happening right now, not just this week, but really, again, with Venus going into Aries on the 1st of March, there's just a lot going on here with one energy. And this week is a big energy for that one vibration. Again, to remind us that the past is relevant, right? It helped to shape our current experience. But the past does not dictate the present experience, and it does not dictate the future. Our choices, our decisions, and our actions decide our experience. Period. And in every moment in time, we have an opportunity to create a new beginning, to make a different decision, to take a different action that will eventually create that different experience and give us a different outcome. And so when we can think about that, we regain our power. We become empowered. And we recognize that nobody gets to dictate our experience. Only we get to do that for ourselves. And if we don't like the experience that we're having, only we have the power to change it. So this 10-1, not only do we have this powerful energy of the one, giving us our confidence back and our courage and our power back. Well, I say it gives us it back to us. It gives us the opportunity to reclaim it. We have to put in the effort. We have to show up, right? It doesn't happen without us. But not only do we have the strong one vibration, but we have the 0 in the 10-1, right? That 0 energy is often overlooked, but it's really just as powerful as all the other vibrations. The 0 is the beginning. Everything happens from nothing. Like everything stems from nothing, right? Everything is created from the void. Life stems from the silence. And so when we have the 0 energy in a cycle, this is the clean slate. This is the new beginning. This is truly the new beginning. Like this is the universe giving us the clean canvas and giving us all of the material, all of the colors, all of the paints, everything we possibly need to create the experience of our imagination, of our dreams, whatever it is that we want. So when the 0 comes through, we can face experiences that ask us or confront us with that important question of what do you want? Once we decide what it is that we want And hopefully what we decide that we want aligns with our values, aligns with our beliefs, aligns with maybe a greater perspective on things. And whatever that is that we want, the zero says you can have it. You can create it. You can make it happen. But you have to show up. Like, you have to pick up the paintbrush and you have to start painting. You have to create the storyline, or you have to pick up the pen and start writing. Whatever it is, it doesn't happen without you. But this is an opportunity to get serious about that, to really reflect upon the direction that your life is moving in, or the experience that you're currently in, and ask yourself that question and maybe journal about it, like think about it, really move deeply into it. Are you happy with the direction your life is moving? Are you happy with your current experience? If you're not, the only person who can make that change is you. And the 0 and the 1 remind us of that. The 0 gives us the opportunity for the fresh start, which the opportunity is always there. You don't need a 0 cycle. But it becomes much more clear during a 0 cycle that, oh yeah, I have all these paints. I have all the tools. And if I don't have the tools, and maybe I have some limitations, I can find the resources or the solutions that will help me to manage those limitations to create what it is that I want. But the 0 cycle, again, will show us very clearly where it is that maybe a fresh start is needed in our lives, where a new direction is needed in our lives, a new beginning is needed, that maybe we've been neglecting, maybe we haven't been seeing, maybe we've been refusing to see that a new beginning is needed in this area. So for some of you, it might be, maybe you've been out of the dating pool for a while because of fear or whatever it is, or maybe you just wanted that time in solitude or whatever it is. This might be an opportunity to say, it's time, you're ready for a new beginning, for a fresh start in this area. Open yourself up, be vulnerable, put yourself out there, etc., etc. Or maybe for some of you, this is an opportunity to recognize that the career path you're on doesn't suit you, doesn't feel good, doesn't bring you joy, doesn't fill you up, and that the majority of your time is spent building somebody else's dream and not your own. This is a beautiful cycle to really dive deeply into that and formulate a plan for a course of action that will help you to get a different experience. Really, really powerful energy here. But the reminder is, with all of this energy, that you are the magician. You are the creator of your own experience. And so what will you do with that power? And it's not power it is absolutely not power over another person or power over another person's experience. It has nothing to do with anyone else. It is 100% about how we create the experience of our lives, or the experiences of our lives. Really, really powerful energy. And the key note here, right, the key ingredient to this energy is you. Nothing happens without you in your experience. You are the person, you are the only one who can make it happen in your experience. And the 1 and the 0 remind you of that. The 1 reminds you that, wanting it, talking about it, thinking about it, not good enough. It's a start, and it's what gets the vision rolling and the imagination going, but it's not enough. You have to show up. You have to put in the effort. No one's going to bring it to you. And if they do bring it to you, it's based off of their dream, not yours. Someone else is dictating to you what your dream should look like. Someone else is creating that for you. And it's never going to be satiating. It's never going to be enough. It's never going to be fulfilling because it's based off somebody else's dream and not yours. And so again, the 1 reminds you that you are the center of your own universe, like you are the center of your experience. And if you are not taking action, if you are not putting in the effort, if you are not showing up, you're basically going to reap what you sow in your experience. And life will absolutely throw the curveballs. It will absolutely throw, the shit bombs. It'll do all the things. And it will dictate what our experience looks like. But we have the power to override that and to create a better experience for ourselves. We forget how powerful we are, but the One reminds us of that constantly. And the One really reminds us of that when we are in a One cycle. We are the leader within our own lives, or we are meant to be. And the minute that we give that power away to someone, whether it's someone dictating our life for us, or whether it is conforming or changing, morphing who we are to accommodate another person or to make another person comfortable or to please another person, we're losing sight of our own personal power. And the One reminds us that, we can do that. We can give that away, and then we can complain about it, and we can stay in victim mode about it, and we can complain about the experience that we're having. But the One reminds us that if we want a better experience that's more tailored to our own personal journey, then we have to pick up the reins. We have to stand up. We have to be the leader within our own lives. And that zero energy reminds us that in every moment we are given a clean slate, if we want it. Is it going to be easy? No. No, because this is, life is hard. There's a lot of difficulties in life. There's a lot of opposition. There are a lot of, storms to face and weather. But that's the whole point of being here, is for this journey, is to expand and to grow and to experience life. And again, if we don't like our experience, we're the only ones who can change it. So really, really powerful energy. And what I love about this energy occurring right now, right as Venus has gone retrograde into Aries, is that Venus is about what we love. It's about the finer things in life. It's where we find our joy. It's what lights us up. And so this is an opportunity, right? Venus in retrograde, a time for reflection, a time for taking a deeper dive into, review to see, is the direction we're moving in the direction we want to be moving in? And if it isn't, then it's up to us to create a strategy, to create a plan, to not necessarily be impulsive, although unless life calls for that, because the One can absolutely be impulsive energy. But it's about making decisions that will help us to get there, that will help us to move in the direction of the experience that we want to have. So when we find ourselves at crossroads, we can easily decide which direction to move in because we know the direction we want to be moving in. And those decisions, if we can stay true to that, stay true to ourselves, will help get us there. And we will create the experience that we want to have for ourselves. So really powerful week. Now, this can definitely bring in, if you've been showing up, if you've been doing the work, if you've been making those decisions to move yourself in that direction, you could absolutely see at this time that what you have been really hoping for and wishing for shows up. That the culmination of those series of events that you have been the leader of brings the success and the material accomplishment. And you could see that things turn for the better now. But what you want to remember is that you were at the forefront of that. Like, you created that. You put in the effort. You made it happen, because it cannot happen without you. It's the same thing with manifestation. Thinking about it isn't enough. Although some people can think about something and it can show up, and I've seen it happen. Some people are true manifestors in that way, but we're all manifestors. But the true beauty of manifestation is to have the idea, to have the vision, and then show up to create it, to make it happen, to bring it into reality, to make it tangible, to use our innovative spirit, to use our imagination, to use our ingenuity, and to make it happen. That is truly, like, if you look at past throughout your life, you have been at the core of every experience of your life. It can't happen without you. And so with the One energy is the reminder that we are the magician. And the zero energy reminds us that we have all the tools that we need to create the magic. So it's such powerful energy. This is a time to express yourself, to truly tap into your innovative genius. You know, you have great ideas. You truly have great ideas. You have the magic within you. What does that magic look like? Maybe you're someone who your magic is bringing people together, organizing events, you know, being a leader in that sense. Beautiful. This is a great time to step into that power. Maybe you're somebody who, you know, is an artist and your art inspires other people. That is power. That is powerful to have that level of influence. So use that magic wisely, but don't let it go to waste. The one reminds us to come back to who we are, to tap into our imagination, our innate gifts, and to do something with them, but something that we want to do with them, right? And it's not just about career. It can be in any area of life that it needs to show up. Whatever area of life that we have given our power away in some sense, and sometimes we don't even know when we're doing it. But any area where we feel like we don't have a say in our experience, we're meant to go deeper there, because it's more than likely that we are giving our power away in that area of our life. And there's an opportunity this week, especially for a new beginning there. But we have to show up. We have to turn the tide, so to speak, because nothing happens without us in our own experience. So, really big energy this week, and a really big opportunity to come back to yourself and to remember who you are, and to really dive deep into what you want out of this life. And if you're happy with everything, if everything's going smoothly, then you'll just feel the fire even more to continue to fan those flames and continue to show up in a way that feels authentic for you, true for you, and good for you. So, and you might be in a position to help support someone else to do the same, to find their power in their own experience. So, the key is with this energy is to realize that any experience in our lives is a product of our own efforts. And so if we are being oppressed or held down, then we've got to find a way to move beyond that. We've got to find a way out of that. And it can't happen without us. You see what I'm saying? So it's not about victim shaming. It's not about, saying that we deserve what we get, blah, blah, blah. It's not about any of that. It's about saying that our experiences are a product of our own effort. So if our effort is in staying down, then we will stay down. But if our effort is in rising up and creating something better, then guess what? That will be our experience at some point. So I love this energy. I really, really do. I have goosebumps talking about this energy. It's powerful. It's a reminder of who you are. It's a reminder to not minimize who you are, right? And it has nothing to do about overpowering another person, changing another person, influencing another person to change who they are. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with you. So I hope it's a great one. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.